If you're over 40 and still following the same workout split you used in your 20s, you're probably leaving a lot of muscle on the table. As we get older, recovery slows down, joints get stiffer, and the way our body responds to training changes. But most guys never adjust, and that's exactly why progress stalls. The good news is you can still build just as much muscle as you did when you were younger, as long as you train the right way for your body today. In this video, I'm breaking down 3 of the worst workout splits for men over 40, splits that might be killing your gains without you even realizing it. And make sure you stick around, because at the end, I'll show you the exact split I recommend that allows you to train hard, recover fully, and keep building muscle well into your 40s, 50s, and beyond. So without further ado, let's jump in. Number 1, the classic 1 muscle group a day bro split. The bro split, chest on Monday, back on Tuesday, legs on Wednesday, shoulders Thursday, and arms Friday, has been a staple of bodybuilding culture for decades. It's easy to follow and gives each muscle group its moment in the spotlight. Many guys love this setup because of the pump factor, where you really get to demolish a muscle group and feel like you've maximized your effort. One of the main problems with the bro split, however, is that it's low frequency, high fatigue. It batters each muscle group once a week with high volume, then lets it sit idle for the next 6 days. And while this approach can build muscle, this meta-analysis by Schoenfeld et al. Shows that training a muscle group twice per week yields superior hypertrophy compared to once per week. You see, hitting a muscle more often keeps muscle protein synthesis elevated and reinforces motor patterns without creating as much localized fatigue or systemic burnout. Studies also suggest that the first few working sets in a session produce the greatest muscle building stimulus, while additional sets deliver progressively less. One review found that doubling the gains from just 3 sets would require ramping up to 18 sets, highlighting how quickly we'd hit a point of diminishing returns. Another issue is the upper body bias. 4 of the 5 training days are dedicated to upper body muscles, leaving just 1 day where you're targeting the lower body. In other words, a medium-sized muscle like your chest gets roughly the same amount of attention as your quads, hamstrings, glutes, and calves combined. Now, this doesn't mean you have to ditch the bro split completely, especially if you're finding this style of training enjoyable, but some adjustments could make it more effective. Here's what a more effective bro split might look like. Monday, chest and shoulders. Tuesday, back and arms. Wednesday, legs with an emphasis on the quads. Thursday's rest. Friday, chest and back. Saturday, legs with an emphasis on the hamstrings, and another rest day on Sunday. For the Friday workout, you'll aim for less sets per muscle group and target different angles for variety. For instance, if your primary back exercise on Tuesday was a vertical pull, make Friday's primary back exercise a horizontal pull. If your primary chest movement on Monday was a flat barbell press, start with an incline press on Friday. With this modified bro split, you're hitting each major muscle group twice per week with smarter volume distribution. Your upper body muscles recover better, and your legs get the attention they deserve across 2 sessions divided by function for focus. Not only that, but you're not stacking all your pushing movement volume in 1 day and wrecking your shoulders by the middle of the week. By splitting up your weekly training volume, you give your joints a break while keeping performance high. So while the traditional bro split isn't ideal for muscle growth after 40, there are a few adjustments that'll make it more effective if you enjoy this old school approach. Number 2, push-pull legs. On paper, this split checks all the boxes: balance, focus on major muscle groups, muscles are trained twice a week, and a hefty volume of work. If you're over 40, however, it can leave you more drained and less muscular. You see, the standard push-pull legs routine, push on Monday and Thursday, pull on Tuesday and Friday, and legs on Wednesday and Saturday, means you're hitting 3 high-volume sessions in a row, followed by another 3. And while you are alternating muscle groups, you're not escaping cumulative fatigue. Fatigue isn't just muscle soreness, it's a reduction in performance that limits your ability to train effectively. Central fatigue impairs motor unit recruitment, meaning fewer muscle fibers get activated when you lift. Peripheral fatigue reduces mechanical tension through metabolic buildup and calcium distribution. Both take away from the stimulus you need to build muscle. While muscles get rotated, your connective tissues don't get the same break. Push and pull days, for example, both hammer the shoulders and elbows. Over time, that repetitive loading compounds, leading to joint wear and tear that no amount of foam rolling or fish oil can undo. Beyond physiological concerns, it's also extremely time demanding. For many, if not all, balancing work, family, and other responsibilities makes dedicating 6 days a week to intense training impractical. Overall, the logistical demands of a 6-day split can leave you feeling frustrated as it becomes harder to maintain consistency. That said, if you do enjoy this style of training but find it unsustainable, there's a more effective and efficient variation of it you can follow. In fact, it's the exact variation I'm following right now in my own training, and it strikes the perfect balance between training hard and being able to recover, ideal for continuous progression. And while I don't have a cool name for it, we'll just call it the Total Body Push-Pull. This is a 2-on, 1-off program that hits every muscle with sufficient volume while providing 72 hours of recovery between sessions training the same muscle group. More recovery time allows your body to fully recuperate and maximize muscular adaptations so you can train harder in your next session and make more consistent progress. The Total Body Push-Pull looks something like this. Monday, full body push, where we're targeting the chest, shoulders, triceps, and quads. Tuesday, full body pull, where we're targeting the back, biceps, glutes, and hamstrings. Wednesday, rest. Thursday, full body push. Friday, full body pull. Rest on the weekend, and repeat. Although the total body push-pull split works all major muscle groups, it can be easily adjusted to emphasize specific areas on different days. For example, push workout A can focus more on quad-dominant movements like squats, while push workout B can shift the focus to the chest and shoulders. Similarly, pull workout A could prioritize the back and biceps, while pull workout B can place the focus on the glutes and hamstrings. And if you want the exact sets, reps, and exercises, download a free copy of my brand new program, Mass 40. It's a 6-week training program specifically designed for men over 40 who want to maximize their results in the gym without running themselves into the ground. If that's you, click the link in the description below, enter your name and email, and you'll get instant access to the program. But make sure you come back because we still have to discuss the last and probably worst training split, and it happens to be the one most of us are currently on. Drum roll, please. Number 3, the intuitive training split. Despite the lack of structure, it's actually one of the most common splits in the gym. A lot of experienced lifters, myself included, have at some point begun training intuitively. Sure, we may be following some type of split, but the exercises we perform and the load we use are based on how we feel, and progression takes a back seat. So while your overall routine might seem sound, there's no clear structure. The research is clear that consistently increasing volume or intensity over time is the most reliable driver of hypertrophy. That requires repetition, tracking, and a structured approach, all of which intuitive training lacks. Intuitive training also skips the vital component of muscle building, specificity. Your muscles need to be exposed to the same movement patterns for a given period of time so they can grow in response to a consistent targeted overload. If you want a bigger chest, for example, then you need a consistent pressing pattern you can overload. If you want bigger quads, same thing. You need to choose a squat variation and build it up over time. Random training prevents you from mastering movements and building the neurological efficiency needed to recruit more muscle fibers. Without consistent repetition, your nervous system can't fully optimize motor control, limiting muscle activation and growth. Structured training, where you repeat and progressively challenge key movements, leads to better fiber recruitment, more tension on the muscle, and ultimately greater hypertrophy. So if you're training intuitively or constantly jumping from one program to the next, you're never going to optimize your results. If you're winging it, literally any structured program will produce better results than the ones you're getting now. And if you want to make sure you're on a proven program specifically designed for men our age, then watch my video, I built the scientifically perfect workout for men over 40. There, I show you the exact split I recommend that allows you to train hard, recover fully, and keep building muscle well into your 40s, 50s, and beyond. To check it out, click the link on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.